Hey guys, welcome to EduTap. I hope each of you is happy, healthy and fine, taking very good care of yourself. I'm your mentor Veer. And guys, this is a new series that we are launching, this time focusing on the reports and indices. You might be aware that we are already covering the schemes through a separate series. In this series, we will be starting the reports and indices. So without wasting any time guys, let's get started. So the first question that might be coming into your mind guys regarding this new series is what this series will be all about. Guys, every now and then as report come in every now and then daily newses, like there is sometimes you came across annual reports, sometimes you came across some of the biannual reports, then there are some even biennial reports that are important from our exam point of view. So guys, this new series will be a one-stop solution for all the reports that are important and have been launched recently as well as in the past 1 year. Moreover guys, in this series we will consider the reports considering the latest requirements of the exam. For example guys, there might be reports that are 300 pages long, so it will be very difficult for you to cover those up. So we will be providing a one-stop solution, not in terms of coverage but also considering the latest requirement of the exam. So guys, this is the answer to your what. Now coming to the next question, which is why a special series focusing on the reports and indices. So guys, if you analyze the previous year paper of RBI as well as NABARD, especially in the phase 2, questions worth almost 15 to 20 marks were asked in case of RBI and 10 to 15 worth of marks in case of NABARD. So guys, these reports and indices not only important from the phase 2 point of view but also they form part of general awareness and thus becomes automatically important for the phase 1 of these two exams, as well as they can also help you in the phase 1 of SEBI Grade A exam. So guys, this is the importance. Moreover guys, we are already running a separate series on the government scheme. So if you compile both the series, that is one on the schemes as well other on the reports and indices, so this will give you an advantage, or we can say the coverage of almost 40 worth of marks. Guys, this number can go on the higher side as well as on the lower side depending on the nature of the examiner, what he wants to ask more or less. So this is about why this new series is especially focusing on the reports. So guys, now bring you the smiling point of EduTap guys, our results. Guys, these are the results that we achieved in the 2019 as well as 18. These excellent results over the period of time are a result of, we can say, the dedication, hard work of our students complemented with the quality of material that we are providing to them. So guys, now it's time to start our first report, that is the Public Affair Index 2020. Yeah guys, this is the report that we're gonna cover up today. So coming to the introduction of this report. So this is released by the Public Affairs Center annually. So this is basically a not-for-profit research think tank who is based in Bengaluru, Karnataka. And the chairman of this PAC is guys, ex-chairman of ISRO, that is K. Kasturi Rangan. So these are the three facts important regarding the introduction of this Public Affair Index. First is the launching agency, then who is the chairman of this organization, because it was in news. So question can be asked that the current chairman of Public Affairs Center is which of the following, especially in the phase 1 they can ask this kind of question. Rare chances that they will go into the phase 2 in these type of questions. So guys, that was about the introduction to the Public Affair Index. Now coming to the objective of this. So guys, the objective of this is to rank the state in terms of governance. Not only the states but also union territories. So how they are ranking? Let us see that. So guys, they have made 3 pillars regarding the governance. What are the 3 pillars? One is equity, the next is the growth, and the third is sustainability. So guys, equity is basically, in simple terms, if we say equality in terms of economy, equality in terms of social, as well as the gender equality. So they are ranking the states in terms of these 3 pillars. Then the next is the growth. We know the growth of a state in keeping in mind the growth perspective of India. Then there is the third pillar, which is about the sustainability. So guys, sustainability is basically the access to the natural resources and how the state is using them, keeping in mind the impact of these resources on the environment, economy as well as human. So these are the 3 pillars on which this governance report is prepared. Now guys, under the 3 pillars, there are 5 themes. So 5 themes, what the 5 themes are, we will talk in the next slide. But before that, let's talk about the 50 indicators. So guys, there are 23 indicators under equity domain. That is, they are ranking the states in terms of this equity pillar based on 23 parameters, and these 23 parameters comprises of all the 5 themes. So they are including all the 5 themes under this equity pillar. Okay guys, and these 23 indicators is used to measure them. Now there is 20 indicators under the growth pillar. So they are using 20 different indicators to measure the ranking of the state based on this growth pillar. And then they are using the 7 separate indicators regarding the sustainability pillar. So guys, if you count these, 23 plus 20 plus 7 makes it the count to 50. So these are the 50 indicators on which the entire governance rank is prepared of states and union territories based on these 3 pillars. And guys, equity pillar comprises of the entire 5 themes which we're going to take up in the next. Then the growth in this growth covers of 2 themes. What are the 2 themes? We'll take that up. And then there is this sustainability. Sorry, let me write it. Again, in the sustainability, they are talking about the 2 separate themes. What they are? Let us see. So guys, the 5 themes are, number 1 is voice and accountability. So guys, if you can see that there is a recent farmer protest that is going on. So if the pupils are being heard by the government, if they have a voice in their say, because some of the farmers are protesting that this law is not in the favor of farmers, so they are protesting against them. So if the government is giving the voice to them and is accountable to them, so this is about the first point or the first theme which is covered under the respective pillars. Then the second thing is about the government effectiveness. Regarding this, guys, I want to give you an example of 3 Idiots. Guys, you might have heard of the dialogue, of the famous dialogue of 3 Idiots, that in this country it takes 30 minutes to deliver a pizza and ambulance take hours. So is the government is effective in providing the respective services? Then there is, if there is a rule of law, it means if everyone is treated equally before the law and no one is above the law. So that is about the third theme, which is rule of law. Then the quality of regulatory, how the government is performing. Suppose police is doing its policing job, and in doing that, so it is harassing the common citizens of India. So that is about the quality that is providing, not even regulatory qualities, in terms of, we can say, also the environment that is providing. If the state is successful in providing you a healthy environment, because for example Delhi is facing a lot of environmental problems, so what kind of regulatory quality they are providing. Then the last is the control of corruption. What is the role that the state is doing in terms of controlling the corruption within the state? So these are the 5 themes that have been covered under the respective 3 pillars. In the first pillar of equity, all the 5 themes have been covered. In the next theme, which is the growth, government effectiveness and the regulatory quality, has been covered. Similarly, the next 2 themes are covered in the third pillar, which is the sustainability. So guys, these are the different themes that have been covered. So guys, we have talked about the 3 pillars, themes, as well as the 50 indicators. Then what do you mean by these 13 sustainable development goals? Guys, these indicators maps with 13 sustainable development goals that India wants to achieve. You might be knowing that there are 17 sustainable development goals. So guys, let us take an example. One of the indicator is infant mortality rate. Of this ranking, one of the indicator is infant mortality rate. Moreover guys, one of the sustainable development goal is, that is sustainable development goal is 3, is good health and wellness. So guys, if a state is performing well under this indicator, so this indicator maps with which of the following sustainable development goal? That is sustainable development goal number 3. So this is how these 50 indicators maps with different sustainable development goals. So an important question that can be framed from this report is that the Public Affairs Index Report 2020 maps with how many sustainable development goals? Answer is 13. Okay, so that is about the entire objective of the report. We have talked about the how the governance, how the states has been ranked in terms of governance. We have discussed it in detail. Now we take up the results of this report. So guys, what this PAC, that is Public Affairs Index report, has done, it has categorized the states in three categories. One is the large category, the other is the small category, and there is third category, which is the union territory. So in these categories, it is ranking the respective states and union territories based on their government's performance. So guys, in terms of large state category, the best governing state is Kerala with a performance public affairs index value of 1.388. So guys, this is the value and this is the best performing state. So question can be asked that under the Public Affairs Index report 2020, which is the best performing state in terms of large state category, the answer is Kerala. Then the second best performing is Tamil Nadu, and the third best performing is Andhra Pradesh. Then if they are best, then there are also worst performing. So guys, Bihar, Odisha and Uttar Pradesh are the worst performing, with Uttar Pradesh at the bottom with a score of -1.461. So these are the ranking in the large state category based on the governance. Okay. Then the small state category, there is Goa at number 1. So a question can be asked on this as well, guys, that under the PAI Index 2020, Goa has been ranked, or which of the following state has been ranked number 1 under the small state category. So the answer is Goa. Then on the second place, Meghalaya was there, then Himachal Pradesh is there. Similarly, if they are best performing, then there is also worst performing. So Uttarakhand, Delhi and Manipur being the worst. So this is the ranking in terms of governance of large state category as well as the small state category. Now we'll see the ranking of union territory. So in terms of union territory, guys, Chandigarh is the best performing, then followed by Puducherry and Lakshadweep, and Dadar and Nagar Haveli being the worst performer. So guys, these are the ranking in terms of governance. Now guys, we have seen the rank, the overall rank. Now this, or additionally, this Public Affairs Center has released the rank also in individual pillars as well. There are 3 pillars, which are equity, sustainability and growth. So it has also given ranks to the state in terms of these 3 pillars and how they are performing. So in the large state category, Andhra Pradesh is the best performing state in the equity pillar. Meghalaya is the best in the small state category, and Chandigarh is best under the union territories. Similarly, on the growth pillar, there is this Kerala, Goa and Puducherry, and in the sustainability pillar, Karnataka, Goa and Chandigarh. So guys, not only the question on the overall rank, they can ask a question even in the finer details like the rank of states based on the 3 dimensions of governance. So guys, we have covered this in entirety. Yeah guys, there is one more point that we have missed, which is about the sustainable development goals and how there is strong positive correlation in influencing the performance in the respective pillars. So guys, we have already discussed that there are indicators which are measuring the states and how these indicators map with the sustainable development goals. So guys, these respective themes or the pillars, equity, growth and sustainability, have their influence on sustainable development goals in the respective category, and these are the figures which you need to refer. Like in the large state category, equity pillars has the large influence of sustainable development goal number 3, 10 and 16. In the small state, then there is this 11, 16 and 10. So this is an important data and can be asked in the phase 2 of our exam. So because there was mentioned about the 13 sustainable development goals and how they maps with the indicators, I already mentioned that. So guys, these are the important highlights regarding the report. Now coming to the conclusion part of the report. So guys, we have discussed this report in entirety. This PAC, this is Public Affairs Index, is being released by the Public Affairs Center, who is being chaired by the current ISRO ex-ISRO chairman K. Kasturirangan. This index measures or rank the states and the union territories on the basis of the governance based on the 3 dimensions: equity, growth and sustainability. We have already discussed these 3 in detail. Then these pillars are based on the 5 themes. We have also discussed that. Equity pillar is comprising of all the 5 themes. Then the next 2 are comprises of only the 2 themes. Now there are 50 indicators divided into the respective pillars. 23 for the equity, 20 for the growth, and 7 for the sustainability. And that's how this entire governance rank is prepared. Then we have discussed the entire result of the report. So guys, now it's time to revise the scheme through some MCQs. So guys, this public affair index is published by, discussed this multiple times. The answer is the Public Affairs Center. Basically, it is a not-for-profit organization, or we can say it's a not-for-profit research think tank. Okay. Then the ranks of the state and union territory is on which basis? That is on the basis of governance. That's the question number 2. Now moving on to the question number 3, that is the dimension. The 3 dimensions of governance are equity, growth, and sustainability. Equity means equality in terms of economy, economy, social equality, and gender equality. Then growth, how the state is performing in terms of growth, keeping in mind the India's growth perspective, and sustainability, how the state is accessing the resources, keeping in mind their impact on the environment, economy, and humankind. So these are the 3 pillars. How many themes are there? There are 5 themes, if you remember. That is the, we can say, the government effectiveness, how it's performing in terms of controlling the corruption. Then the rule of law is there. So these are the 5 themes. You can recall the previous slides. Then the 50 indicators maps to how many sustainable development goals. We have already discussed, and how they maps, even then we have discussed that. So the answer is 13. And how many sustainable development goals are there in totality? The answer is 17. This is just an additional question. Now guys, the state ranked number 1 in terms of governance in large category. This type of question can be asked. The answer is Kerala. Then the state ranked number 1 in terms of governance in a small state category. The answer is Goa. We have already discussed these 2. You can check out the key highlights of the reports. Then the union territory ranked number 1 in terms of governance. The answer is Chandigarh. Then the state ranked under growth dimension of governance in large category. Guys, this is the further, we can say, we are going into the finer details of the report. First, we are going into the overall rank. Then we are going into the rank based on each of the pillars. So this is one of those questions and can be asked in the phase 2 of our exam. So the answer is Kerala. So guys, through this MCQ session, I have given you an idea that what kind of questions can be asked in our phase 1 as well as phase 2. So guys, that's all from my side regarding the PAI. Now there is one more thing, that this will be your homework question. And you have to write the answer in our comment section, guys. And we will be replying to your comments. Okay. So guys, the question is, where is the Public Affairs Center is based? Though we have already discussed this answer in the first slide. From the next videos, we will not be giving you the answers. In this video, we can give an exception. So please give the answer to this question in our comment section, that where is this Public Affairs Center is based. So this is not much important from our exam point of view. Just to make it interactive, I am doing this new initiative. So guys, that's all regarding the Public Affairs Index. If you like the video, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and do give a thumbs up. Moreover guys, for regular updates, you can check out our Telegram group as well, where you can download the PDF of the respective videos. So guys, that's all from my side. I'm your mentor Veer, now signing off.